Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. If you're listening to this right now, I want you to know something very important. You're already doing something brave. You're showing up. And today, Ryan and I are going to talk about something that almost every English learner struggles with, but very few people talk about honestly. That is the fear of speaking English. You might understand English, you might read English, you might even write English, but when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. Your heart beats faster. You start thinking, what if I make a mistake? Or what if people laugh at me? If that sounds like you, this podcast is especially for you.
Yes, and I'm really glad we're starting this series with this topic, Anna, because honestly, fear is the biggest reason people don't speak English. Not grammar, not vocabulary, not accent. Fear stops people before they even open their mouth.
Talking about fear openly. Exactly, Ryan. And I want to say this clearly to everyone listening. Fear is normal. If you feel nervous while speaking English, it doesn't mean you're bad at English. It means you care. It means you want to do well. Many learners think fluent speakers were never scared. That's not true at all. Every confident English speaker you see today was once scared to speak. They were once beginners too.
I agree. I remember when I first started speaking English, I used to practice sentences in my head again and again. But when the moment came to speak, I stayed silent. I was scared of being judged, especially about my accent. And I think many listeners feel the same way. They think my pronunciation isn't good or my sentence is wrong, so they choose silence instead.
Yes, and silence feels safe, but it slows your growth. Speaking, even imperfect speaking, is what actually helps you improve. Let me tell you something important. You don't need confidence to start speaking. You gain confidence by speaking. This is something many people misunderstand. They wait to feel confident first, and that day never comes.
Stop waiting for perfect English. That's such a powerful point. Many learners are waiting for perfect English before speaking. Perfect grammar, perfect vocabulary, perfect accent. But perfection is a trap. Even native speakers don't speak perfect English all the time.
Exactly. English is not a math problem. There's no single perfect answer. Communication is the goal, not perfection. If someone understands you, your English is working. I want our listeners to repeat this idea in their mind. Mistakes mean I am learning. Mistakes are not a failure. Silence is the real failure.
How fear is created. Anna, why do you think people develop so much fear around English, especially beginners?
That's a very good question. Fear usually comes from three main places. First, school experiences. Many people were corrected too much while learning English. Every small mistake was pointed out. Over time, they started associating English with embarrassment. Second, comparison. We compare ourselves to fluent speakers instead of beginners. We forget that they've been practicing for years. Third, self-judgment. We are harder on ourselves than anyone else. Most people are not judging you as much as you think.
That's so true. Most people are busy thinking about themselves. They're not analyzing our grammar.
Exactly. So the first thing we need to change is mindset. Instead of saying, I can't speak English, start saying, I'm learning to speak English. That small sentence shift changes everything. You're not finished yet. You're in progress.
I like that. It feels lighter, less pressure.
Simple practice to start speaking today. Now, let's talk about something practical, not theory, not motivation only. If you're listening to this podcast, here's something you can do today, right after this episode ends. Start talking to yourself in English.
Yes, self-talk is extremely powerful. People think it's strange, but it's actually one of the best ways to practice.
Absolutely. You don't need a partner. You don't need confidence. You just need your voice. For example, you can say, today I woke up at 7 a.m. I'm listening to an English podcast. I want to improve my English. Simple sentences, real sentences.
Focus on clarity, not speed. Another thing beginners worry about is speed. They think fluent speakers speak fast, so they try to speak fast too, and then panic.
That's such an important point. Fluency is not speed. Fluency is clarity. Speak slowly, pause, think. It's completely okay. Clear English is better than fast English.
Closing thoughts. Encouraging ending. So if someone listening right now feels scared to speak English, what's the one thing you want them to remember?
I want them to remember this. English is a skill, not a talent. You don't have to be special to speak English. You just have to practice imperfectly, consistently, and bravely. Speak even when your voice shakes. Speak even when your sentence isn't perfect. That's how confident speakers are made.
And we'll be here with you. You're not learning alone.
Exactly. This is just day one. We're starting together. So take a deep breath, speak one sentence in English today, and be proud of yourself for trying. We'll see you in the next episode.